Hello everyone, and welcome to my very first book review. Today we are going to be reviewing Data and Goliath. Let's jump right into it. One thing I had an issue with this book was his lack of addressing the counter-argument. Or he addresses it, but sweeps past it really quickly. He just said, that's the counter-argument, and I don't care about it. Anyway, besides that, he has some really great examples and data statistics in here that are super interesting. He talks about how data is collected, kind of like Harvard Business Review talks about how the many benefits of how modern data collection, from simple things like personalized ads and specific commercials that are adjusted to your specific interests based off of the data collected of what websites you look, what ads you click on, that's all catered to you. To big things like the ability to take complex challenges in healthcare and the environment and medicine and urban planning and can really help with those things. So data collection isn't all bad if you break down to some of the good that people do with it. But I think that it has a lot to do with people caring about their privacy. And I think people care more about their privacy than I had originally thought, because according to Pew Research, 9 out of 10 adults feel various dimensions of control over personal information collected are very important to them. So that means that they feel that they want to control who has their data and what data they have, which makes sense because everyone likes their privacy. But I think that a lot of people don't realize just how much of their data is being collected. And that's one of the things I do like about this book, is he points out all of the things that you're not aware of. Now, of course, we live in this world of technology, so it's really hard to fight with these things, to be able to protect yourself, to have any control over what's happening, because a lot of people feel like they have no control. According to Pew Research, 81% of Americans feel they have no control over their data being collected, which makes sense because we're constantly being bombarded with terms and conditions, and they're so long that a lot of us just click I agree. But by agreeing, you're allowing that corporation or government entity to collect your data, but you don't know what data they're collecting or how they're using it or who they're selling it to. And Bruce goes into that a lot. And one of the things that I did enjoy about his book was he had about 3 chapters at the end that outlined what he thought solutions to these problems were. I didn't particularly like the solution where it was what you could do to protect yourself, because he did go into detail about all of these things you could do to protect your emails and your data and keep everything private. But then he went to say a lot of this is out of your reach if you're not super familiar with technology. So it kind of felt like, if you're going to tell me all these things I can do, but then tell me I'm not smart enough to do it, then why did you tell me at all? Because you made me super paranoid and then told me I'm not able to protect myself. So that was a little frustrating. But he did list a lot of really good things that governments and corporations could do to protect our privacy, because that's one of the things that I think would be most beneficial, especially when it comes to surveillance and privacy. It's that if governments and corporations were transparent, we'd be able to trust them more. Because according to Salesforce Research, 70% of customers strongly associate transparency with trust. Now, a lot of the issues we're having right now is that governments and corporations didn't tell us that they were taking our data. Overall, it's a great read. It's a hard-hitting nonfiction with lots of examples, lots of statistics about data collection and privacy and surveillance. I would recommend this book to people looking to learn more about the topic. It's a great place to start for people who don't know a lot about the topic. I would not recommend it to people who are anxious or people who are highly paranoid, because this will make it worse. So I'd like to thank you for watching. My resources are linked in the description if you are curious, and tune in next time for my next book review. And remember, Big Brother is always watching.